back to my channel. This is your girl Hlongwane, aka the good wife baby MK, and welcome to another episode. My name is Owamie and I am the good wife. Now guys, obviously I've been doing my best to make sure that every week on Tuesday there is an episode, and today I feel like the past 2 weeks we were just talking about sex, and obviously that was fun and all, but that's just a very small portion of being a wife. And so today I'm going to just talk about some of the difficulties of being a housewife that I obviously have experienced, and I'm going to just give you guys some advice when it comes to that. And as I said, you guys, I always say this is not necessarily saying that I know everything about everything. This is just opening that platform to say, as wives, let's support each other and give each other advices. So you also have another advice or any other advice, obviously in the comment section, you can go ahead and comment. And so if you have got a question as well, you can go ahead and ask a question, and I'm sure that some of the wives will obviously help you when it comes to that. So today I'm going to be talking about some of the difficulties of being a housewife, you guys. Now obviously being a wife, I feel on its own is very challenging. It's not easy. Now I'm not even going to lie, but it's not impossible or horrible. I mean, I've lived a life where I'm single, and I'm living a life where I'm married, and obviously being a wife, I choose being a wife any day, trust me, compared to being single. I feel like the benefits that I get as being a married woman are just way more than when I was single. However, it doesn't, like, just the same way that as a single person, there's certain things you enjoy about being single, and then there's certain things that you don't enjoy about being single. It's the same way that there's certain things that you will enjoy about being married, but then there will be certain things that you do not enjoy about being a wife or a housewife. Now obviously you guys do know that a housewife is someone that stays at home and takes care of the house, and then obviously we've got wives that obviously work. And so today I'm going to just focus on the housewives part, because I feel like that is the one that's the most difficult. I have been a wife, you guys, that was working outside. Obviously you guys know that I was a nurse, and then I was a housewife that was just sitting, and I was not bringing in any money, and I was just home, and I was supposed to basically just take care of the house and the chores and stuff like that. And OMG, it was one of the worst times of my life. You understand what I'm saying? So you guys, just to give you a backstory a little bit, I was born in Venda. My father was a principal, my mother was a nurse. So I didn't grow up rich, but I also did not grow up poor. So my whole entire life we've always had a helper at home. Ever since I was born, I don't remember there being a time that there was no helper at home. And even to today, you guys, there's still a helper at home. Like, that's just how it is. That's just the norm. My mother used to work from far, so she was also a nurse, as I said. So she used to off 7 days in, 7 days. You guys know how it goes. So 1 week she'll be home, the other week she's not gonna be home. The mama that was actually helping us, you guys, I legit thought that she was like my real aunt, until I think I found out that she was not my real aunt, like in terms of blood related. I think last year, somewhere there, like late last of last year. And I know, like, it's shocking, because all my life I just thought like she was part of the family and were blood related, because we called her Mamkulu, you understand? And the way that she treated us, you guys, she treated her like us, like her kids. She spoiled us. That's another thing. She was just too soft. She loved us so much. Sometimes even during the weekends when she was not supposed to come in, she would come in early in the morning, sweep, cook for us and whatnot, and then leave. And so that obviously, number one, made it for me that doing chores is just not something that I really enjoy. I mean, if I'm depressed, sure, I love cleaning, but it's not all the time, and most times I will leave like mid. You understand? Like, by the time I'm finishing, now my mind is refreshed, I'm fine, now I don't want to finish. So the thing that I can definitely say I enjoy is obviously cooking and all that, which my aunt is the one that actually taught me. My mother's older sister, my mother's blood older sister, you understand? So meeting my husband, I was not the cleanest person, but I was not dirty as well. I feel like I was clean. My husband was just a clean freak, you guys, and he got that from his mother. So he was like a clean freak, like wow. Spotless to a point of annoyance, legit. And at that time I was just not used to that, you understand? So when we started to get together and we moved in, we kind of used to butt heads, you guys, when it comes to that, up until he also understood that his standard had to drop, and also I had to improve when it comes to certain things. And we definitely did get a middle, and we were fine. Everything was fine. We stayed in Joburg for the longest time up until 2017. Obviously Happy lost his job, and so we had to move to Free State, and this is where he was born. So when we moved here, you guys, I feel like that was when I started really feeling inadequate as a wife. I mean, I was a housewife, I was not working, you know. And another thing again, like now you've got the in-laws in there. I feel like, you know, there were people that were expecting certain things from me that I legit just could not deliver. I'm not someone that, you know, can't clean. I'm not someone that can cook. I mean, cooking obviously is my talent. I love that. But like, you know, washing clothes, ironing, washing plates and stuff like that, I can do those things. I just don't like doing them, and I'm lazy to do them. And I feel like those things were kind of like thrown at my face so much that, like, you know, you're lazy, or, you know, you're this, you're that, and that. And no matter how much I tried to do them, it was like they were never enough. And so it came to that level where I started feeling horrible as a wife. You know, I'm like, one job I have, like, is to just take care of my husband, the household. I mean, I'm a housewife that is not even working at that time. And so, you know, I just legit felt like I was failing. And another thing again, that I would say maybe with me was also like another factor is that you guys do know that I'm a Venda married to a Zulu. So, you know, the fact that I was not a Zulu was thrown at me a lot, and I was made to feel like I just didn't understand the culture enough and everything like that, which was obviously horrible, you guys. I feel we usually speak about, you know, women on women hate, like, you know, like peers, like, you know, you'll be like, oh, you know, on Twitter or Instagram, you know, this woman is hating this one, like same age group. But we never really talk about like wife shaming. It's a lot, you guys. It's legit a lot. And I feel like if you're a housewife, you have experienced it at one point of your life, in my opinion, you know. So I do remember I think that was 2017, towards the year end, when my husband and I moved out from my in-laws house, and we got our own place. As I said, you guys, like the whole thing of cleaning, washing plates, what I can do them, I just hate doing them. And so, you know, I mean, I remember one day my husband came back from work. He found me, I was not okay, and I was there just crying, you guys. He asked me like, what's wrong? I started crying. I was like, I'm envious of you, you know, I'm jealous of you. That time, I mean, I was YouTubing, but I was not really making a lot, like around 12k or something like that. That was where I was averaging at first. And so I was like, you know, I was not happy, you guys, at the fact that, you know, I told him, I was like, I feel sad that you get to go to work and come home, and I have to have cooked, I have to have cleaned, I have to have washed the plates, and, you know, wash your clothes and iron, and I still have to do my job on top of that. And YouTubing, you guys, is a passion of mine. I really love it. So, you know, my husband was like, you know what, we need to just get someone to help us. And that time we're staying in a 2-room. I mean, I felt embarrassed. I was like, people are definitely just gonna crucify me, like, come on, Bella, you know, this man got this lazy and blah blah blah. But, you know, thank God that my husband actually saw the need, because he saw that I was not happy. So we got a helper, you guys, someone that helped me out. Even till today, I actually have a helper. She comes in Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. If you guys watch my vlogs, my house is forever clean, and I'm just used to this, and I'm okay, because obviously I can afford to pay someone. It's job creation anyway, so I'm really happy about that. And I get to cook for my husband because I enjoy it and I'm good at it. So, you know, I just thought maybe I should give you guys like just a little bit of a background to, like, you know, just tell you some of the things that I had to deal with as being a housewife. And obviously, like, you know, just being constantly shamed. The advice that I'd give you is that if you are perhaps maybe in my you know, in a position where I was in, obviously, where I was just being shamed, you know, constantly, and made to feel so bad, and made to feel like I was just not a good wife and everything like that. Honestly, if you're still staying with like the people that are actually doing that to you, all I can say is that, my love, you're doing your best. remember that no one can excel when it comes to everything. So as much as there were certain things like where they were like, no, I'm horrible at this, I'm horrible at that, but I mean, I have skills, you guys, that my husband can attest to. That I'm definitely good at, and I'm obviously servicing my husband. And another thing again, like, I was good at YouTubing. I mean, my first pay was about 20k. And I did that by myself, like I googled everything. So obviously I've got this skill that I'm having that obviously also brings in money and stuff like that. That's a skill on its own. Just understand that you also do have other skills, and obviously your husband is with you because he has seen that you bring value in his life. If you've watched obviously our vlogging channel, you'll see that even when things were horrible, I was always the one to calm my husband down whenever we're together, to say, baby, don't worry, everything is going to be okay, this and that. So there's a lot of value that I was bringing into my husband, which was more than me having to wash plates like 50 times a day and sweep a clean house every single freaking day and do this and do that and do that. You understand what I'm saying? So all I'm saying to you is that if you are still in that situation where maybe you're being wife shamed and some people are making you feel like you're just a horrible wife, understand that you are doing your best. And if you feel like there's where you can improve, do it, but don't ever stretch yourself too thin because of what people say about you, because it's not going to serve you well, and it's also not going to, because remember, I always say this, you're only a wife to one person. People like to wanna stretch people thin, like now you have to be a wife to your husband, you have to be a wife to your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, your brother-in-law, your sisters-in-law, who auntie, who uncle, who this. No, you are only a wife to one person. So the person that all your energy needs to be focused on is your husband, so that you guys can build a good life together. What other people say are just external factors, and anyway, those people are not even your husband, okay? So they come second, third, others even last, in my opinion. You understand? So that's what I'm going to just say. You're doing your best, and make sure that your husband is always well taken care of, and then you're going to be okay. Because I feel like sometimes we try our best to impress the in-laws, then we stretch ourselves too thin to a point where you're working the whole day, you're so tired. Whenever now it's night, you have to go to the bedroom your husband wants, you can't deliver because your back is painful, because he was out there busy washing blankets the whole freaking day. That's not the gem, sis. You understand what I'm saying? This kind of thing. So you need to be very careful when it comes to that. Another thing, again, I feel like if you know that there's certain things that can help you in terms of, like, I saw with myself, obviously I love a clean house, but I'm lazy to clean, I don't want to do it. I got someone. You can also get someone if obviously that is an option that you can actually have. Now I do know that there was a time that we couldn't afford to get someone, like, financially, so I had to do those things myself. But once we were at a level where obviously I could be able to do them, I absolutely get someone. I did get someone. So if that's an option for you, I would definitely highly advise. Another thing again that I can just say to you is that if you are still you're in that situation of, like, you're questioning yourself as a wife, like you just feel like you're just not good enough and everything. Now it's very different if it is your husband that's making you feel that way. If it is your husband that's making you feel that way, then you've got a stress problem. You need to sit down and obviously communicate well with your husband so that you can both understand each other. Because if it is coming from your husband, then really, like, it means that there's a problem there, and it may not necessarily be you, but then it may be expectations that your husband is having from you, and sometimes maybe you're just not meeting them and stuff like that. And as I said, like, he is your first priority, so you need to always make sure that you guys are together. And when I say your husband is your first priority, doesn't mean that only he like, you're also supposed to be his first priority. So if you are feeling crappy, it's also his responsibility to say, we both need to sit down and discuss this, so that obviously one can feel good. You understand what I'm saying? Obviously be happy. So I just thought, like, those are just some of the things that I can actually say, you guys. And I know that there are a lot of dynamics when it comes to being a wife, and a lot of problems obviously that are not necessarily just being about being lazy to wash the dishes and all those stuff. Being a wife legit is something that is not easy, and I feel like when you feel like you're alone, you know, you feel like, oh my gosh, I feel this, like it's just me, then it's a lot worse than when you know that, okay, I'm not the only one, this is actually normal. I don't want to be a wife every single day, you guys. That's sometimes where I don't even feel like cooking. Now obviously I won't cook if I don't feel like cooking, but most times I do because I do enjoy it. But there's certain times where I have to perform my wifely duties, and maybe that day I told myself that I just want to record YouTube videos, but due to the fact that, you know, certain things are happening and obviously I need to be a wife, I can't do them. My heart will be so painful because I'm like, I had this schedule and I was supposed to do this and I was supposed to do that. But you know, that's life, that's exactly how it is. I usually get DMs of people like, you know, saying, oh, Owamie, you make being a wife look so easy, like, you know, and all that. Like, no, it's not easy. I feel it's exactly the same as like how other people would feel. It's just that, you know, I feel like I have gotten to like kind of like understand and get to a point where, you know, obviously I've been with my husband for a long time. It's gonna be 9 years this year, so it's kind of like, you know, now I'm just so used to it, but it's also still not easy, you guys. And again, I feel I don't have a lot of stress in my shoulders because I do have a helper that actually helps me, so I'm more happy, you guys, because I'm not doing the things that I don't like. And another thing again that obviously I'm gonna just touch on, I'm gonna do a full video on this, is that as a housewife I would highly advise that you actually do something that can bring in some money. Now obviously thanks to technology, this is me, Owamie Hlongwane, a proud housewife. I've always wanted to be a housewife from when I was still young, you guys. Even when we were like in high school, they'd ask like, when you grow up, what do you want to be? And my answer would be like, I want to be a housewife. And people would be like like it has always been a dream of mine, you guys. And I wanted to be a housewife that obviously was bringing money, so I always saw myself as a housewife, you know, that is businesses and stuff. And I'm so grateful that I get to do YouTube, and obviously I get paid from it. So, you know, other than just YouTube, obviously you can sell stuff, you can do this, you can do that, but in my opinion, also just refuse to just be a housewife that is not bringing in any money. Whether if your husband can afford you or not, I think it's also nice, like even if a month you made like, you know, $100, like that's your money, that's what you made, and obviously that's something that is also great. So I just want to say, my sisters, you're not alone when it comes to this whole housewife struggle. And obviously I was just touching on the housewives. I know that as a wife we deal with almost the same situations, but I feel like a wife that does not have an income and is just staying at home deals with a little bit more, because they also have to deal with the disrespect that comes with like, oh, you're just sitting there waiting for your husband's money, hey, blah blah blah, you know, those kind of things, which is not wrong obviously if it's an option for you and your husband, that's what you want, because every household is gonna be read in different ways. What can I advise? I always advise every woman should be financially independent, just so that, you know what, if ever it comes time where, you know, things are just legit not working out, then you will know that I have my own money, I can be able to continue living my life, I can be able to do this and I can be able to do that. So yeah, I feel like this video got long, but I just want to say that, my sisters, we are together in this, you are not alone. Please do comment down below, what are some of the struggles that you face as a housewife or a wife, and let's go ahead and help each other in the comment section. I will also ask, please let's be respectful. Thank you so much for being respectful. I've not had to block anyone because people are just so respectful, and you guys, I love you so much, and not just to me, but also to other ninjas, because I do want this to be like a safe place. So if you are disrespectful, I'm so sorry, I'm going to block. If you disrespect me, I'm blocking you. If you disrespect another woman, I'm also going to block you, because I want us all to just freely be able to speak and help each other out. Anyway, I love you so much, my ninjas. Stay blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next upload. Bye.